Let's go!
Entrepreneurs in the place to be. You gotta push. Yo, keep up the faith, but move hastily. Push. Live out your passions and take your dreams. Push. Yeah. Overcome struggles and celebrate victories. Right.
There's so many of them that will promise the world and just not deliver, and they operate on a let's get them in and get them for a while and just keep cycling through people. You know what I mean? And that unfortunately is just sucks for you, but you can see how we are. It's about building relationships and sticking there and having skin in the game to help people succeed. Hailstorm hits, and you're trying to find space on a doorknob to hang yours. Or you can play the game like everybody else does, rip all theirs off and hang yours. And you drive around with the trash sack and throw all theirs in your trash sack at the end of the day. What I think we should do is what's your entire approach? Remember we talked about, you asked, well, do you think W-2 guys, 1099, and I said it all goes down to what's the whole plan. I think it might be beneficial to have you tell me a little bit more about that, and then I can maybe make some suggestions on how to use some of these things or some different approach. So there's two different ways to look at social. Social, you've got your fan page where you're just showing things that you're doing and what we're up to. That's one thing. No, and that should be something that it happens. You got to exist there. You need to look like somebody's home, but you never want to advertise there. You never want to come to the people who have fanned your page and hit them for business. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of different ways to do ad sets on Facebook, and that's one way. So, they can do a survey, you can do a lead gen. There's a million different things. We can build a micro website within Facebook, so when they come on there, they don't even really leave there. It looks like they got served up a website of yours that's in Facebook. It's super nice on mobile, all those things. We can do free downloads of different things. So what we do is we come up with a strategy for that, and a lot of that is based on what we know about the market. So like in Dallas, what do we know about Dallas market? We know this, that these people respond to this, and this. They certainly don't respond to this. This type of artwork does not work with them or whatever. And then we come up with that, and then we deploy it. Because what can happen is if I took these steps in this month, I had massive progress, like maybe better than I thought I would. I mean, that happens. Mm-hmm. So if something that we thought would take 2 months takes 1 month, we're going to then jump into the next piece. We can only do so much work in 1 month for a client. So we did this, here's what we got out of it. We did this, here's what we got out of it. And then we can track that in other ways through other reports to see our progress, and then we can, I can look at it from, if this is the 25-foot view, I can look at it from at 500 feet and go, here's what's going on. It seems like every time we lay this on, we get this result, right? So then we can tweak our overall program to say we need to focus more on these things than we used to in the past because Google's giving us better results for those things. So once we have this, then I can build the reporting and data around this. So obviously this is just our workflow, and we want to make sure that we're managing it in a way that we know all the steps are consistently being done. So we have a repeatable process, we have a baseline. Because if you don't have a baseline, you can't measure results. You need to know that every single time these things are always done, and so that's your constant, right? Mm-hmm. And then once you have your constant, then you can add on and take away and do all the things that make you better at what you do and better able to help your clients. And then we'll look at November's efforts in December, mm-hmm. but we also want to look at November's efforts alone in January. Right. Because it had a 30-day effect of this, but it had a 60-day effect of this. And then we can start to tell, and we can track that metric separately and say, these things really trend to take grip at 58 days or 47 days as opposed to 30, we see the activity or the the results spike. We said for, and it takes it took me maybe a while to learn that you can learn a lot from an idiot, meaning even if it's what not to do, like pay close attention to everything they said and pick out where their failure was in that possibly, but listen to the words they said. Or, maybe they overall don't have near your abilities in a certain area, but they shine a different light on something that then makes you go, I'll take that little piece of that and then I'll do my thing with it. And then, that's kind of building, right? You have to do everything everybody says per se, unless it's somebody who's really, very, very dialed in, then pay attention. They've been there because, the way I look at it is if somebody's going to take the time to teach me something that they clearly know and have been successful with it, maybe what I should first do is just learn how to do it their way, perfectly their way. Not saying their way is perfect, but I perfectly understand how they're doing it and can achieve the results that they're getting. So now I've got that baseline, right? That I've got. Now I'm in a position to improve upon it. If you can apply that principle to so many different things in life, but just coming into an environment in general, if that's available, it's not always available, right? But if that's available, then try to think about that first. But all that being said, I'm particular. I have an opinion on most things. I try to be courteous of the person that's doing the work or putting the work together, while then saying, is it possible still yet to accomplish this along with that, or how about this? I see what you're doing there. I like what you're doing there. Is this an option? It's one thing. I sent it over and somebody says, well, how about do this, do that? Well, okay, that's totally different than sending something over a final project and then just being short on, say there's 4 layers, in 3 different projects, and like we've had, and where you send, okay, I got 3 of the 4, but it's sent over now to to the printing department where they're going to not have what they need to do their job. It's going to bottleneck them. Just thinking those things through. So all that is the only thing I would really say is that would be, and I think you're aware, and it takes time. My point is, I am not going to fuck with your creative ability. We just got to find a way to harness a little bit of organization, and we're good. Going into Roofing Insights to meet with Dimitri and his team here to look at their websites. We do some other stuff for their roofing company as well, but some redesign stuff on websites and some problem solving. So kind of cool. They got a pretty awesome little studio, so it's always fun to get a chance to get in and strategize with these guys. Look forward to it, but I'm lost apparently. We're gonna try going up stairs. Now I'm in the back corridor, so probably gonna be stuck here. Need an elevator in this whole place. It's like a maze. It's crazy, never-ending building of studios. I've only been here one other time. I can never remember where I'm going if I've only been someplace once. This can't be right. I'm gonna start yelling his name soon. There's only about 50 businesses here. This looks right. Last time there was all this art on the wall. It's all gone. Oh, maybe they shut the place down. Ooh, sweet. I found it. Hello. What's happening? Facebook Live. It's on. You're all on. What's going on? Look at these guys. Like serious stuff. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another episode of the Daily Push. If you like this video, you can find more videos just like it over here. And please comment and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I promise our content's gonna get a whole lot better.